Good morning. There's no way that I could do Mr. Pratt justice by trying to introduce him and his background. The issue that he's going to speak about today is an issue that has been a topic of discussion with this group since I've been involved for the last 14 years. Our federal partners are in the room, and they're always in the room with us, and thank you for being here this morning. He's going to provide us information. He's going to provide us some history. I think you'll find it entertaining, but I think you'll find it extremely informative.
I know in this audience we have people with different viewpoints. I'm glad you're here. We all pledge to uphold the Constitution, and the encroachments upon it happened before we were born. These occupations are good and honorable, but how do we restore liberty in the land? How do we restore peace and sanity to good government? Work together. BLM, Forest Service, any government agency that's represented in here, sheriffs, work together. So what shall we do? I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. I just know that I have spent 5 months trying to understand jurisdiction, and I finally got my mind around it. Were today's public lands purchased by the consent of the legislature of the states? When I was a boy, the United States Forest Service was our best friend. Now the Forest Service and BLM are our worst enemies. Sheriff Palmer asked the similar question. He said, where does the Forest Service get its constitutional authority to have law enforcement officers within Grant County? Clarence Thomas, there are really only two ways to interpret the Constitution. Try to discern as best we can what the framers intended, or just make it up. The sovereign states and subdivisions are duty-bound. They're going to draw a line, and in 1798, they called this interposition, to interpose. Hopefully you won't be offended by anything I said. Bound by oath to uphold and defend this Constitution and the Constitution of the state that you live in, that you're working in. And maybe we'll all come together as sheriffs and federal employees and find a harmonious solution to our problem. The state governments are to protect the Union of States from encroachments of the federal government. The state governments are to protect. We called this interposition. Peaceful way to try and take a check and balance on a federal rule or regulation or law or Supreme Court decision. Thank you. Thank you.